You know any veterans who have a mortgage? I want you to send this video to them because they're getting bombarded with scam mail. Mail that can literally cost them thousands of dollars unless they know the information that we're going to talk about in this video. My name's Peter Lindquist. I'm with the Lindquist Team. I'm a mortgage guy, and I understand this VA stuff. We're going to look at an actual flyer to really dig into it as to what is wrong about it. I'm here with Travis Anderson, an outstanding realtor in the Twin Cities area. Hey, if you like today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. You know, it's free for you to do, and it means a lot to me. I'd love it if you would subscribe to the channel. And if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. And with that, let's go ahead and get started.
Hey, Peter, I've had a couple of our veteran clients call me over the last couple of weeks, and I've sent them to you, right? And what they're telling me is that they're getting solicited with these letters and all these things, and it almost looks like they're trying to get a refinance done from these companies, and it almost looks too good to be true. And of course, I'm like, oh, we better call Peter. And both of these people have reached out to you, but why don't you help us understand what you found out?
Yeah, and thanks for sending them to me. These guys are fortunate. There are thousands of veterans out there right now that are not so fortunate and fell for this stuff. So the flyer that I want to talk about today is from one of our borrowers, and there's just so many wrong things, so many bad things about this flyer that really put the veteran at risk. And so let's start with kind of the most obvious one, Travis. The rate that they advertised is what is one of the things that got him very interested. It said 4.75%, and it lists an APR of 5.39%. And that sounds really good. His rate was good, but not as good as that. So that alone is enough to call, which is what he did. He called them. But the APR is something you really have to understand, and that is I did the backwards calculation on this. It would take 6.5 discount points in order, I'd have to charge the borrower that many discount points to achieve an APR that they're listing here. 6.5 discount points on this loan amount is $22,000. It,
What?
it's unbelievable. Not only
So you've
that,
got
go ahead.
sorry to interrupt you. So you've got our clients receive this flyer or letter or postcard or whatever, and it says an interest rate, and then it says an APR, and essentially APR is your interest rate plus whatever the costs are to obtain your mortgage, right?
Yeah,
But what you're saying is, in order for those two numbers to be accurate, there's like an additional cost of $20,000.
yeah. You'd have to,
Wow.
I'd have to charge them $22,000 to match the APR that they are offering them. And here's the insane thing. The program that they're talking about, no appraisal, no income qualifying, etc., is called a VA streamline refinance. The VA only allows you to finance 2 points. That's a VA rule. They can't get around it, but it's a VA rule. So that means 4.5 points have to come out of his pocket. So that is $15,000 has to come out of his pocket. On the flyer, it says no cash out of pocket. So he calls because it says no cash out of pocket. How? But it's actually impossible for them to achieve this. So they're sending an offer that cannot be realized. And what's more is that they put a VA file number on there. And this caught his eye because veterans are used to seeing a service number. And that service number contains their social security number. This VA file number that they input on there, that they call the VA file number, and it's their made up number. Okay, it's just a mortgage company that came up with this number, but it contains the last four digits of his social security number. That's non public information. So, how do they get that information? it's a it's a scam. And what drives me nuts is companies like this have singled out veterans for years. They've singled out veterans and said, "Hey, these guys have, you know, given have put their lives on the line for our country. Let's go ahead and take advantage of them. Let's make it look like we work for the VA because we know veterans are very loyal to the VA. So this company, which the name of the mortgage company was on there, but our borrower didn't even reference that. They called themselves the VA Earl Specialist, the VA IRRL specialist company. So this guy, when he talked to me, he thought he talked to somebody related to the VA. And, that's a way to get business, right? Is to make it sound like you're from the VA. It's against the law, Travis. It's literally
Hmm.
against the law. But you know it's too small for anybody to go after. But it really got me mad. A couple of other points. It says lender guaranteed rate. So how do they know that? It's public information. So when a mortgage is recorded, the lender is recorded on there. So many borrowers get these kind of mailers, and it says our name when it actually isn't. It says on there, "Hey, you can skip two payments." It's like, no, you can't. You're paying the payments, but you're paying them at different times. So you're not getting away from you're not magically missing two monthly payments. And then I looked at the fine print to this, and it says, call our government loan specialist, give them your VA file number, and we will contact the VA for you.
Hmm.
Give them what? This made up number that they're just laughing. When veterans call them, they're laughing at their desk because it's meaningless. They just need your name and social security number, and they're going to run your credit, and they're going to try to get a loan on you that is not good for you. In one
Hmm.
way, shape, or form or another, it's not good for you. And they make it look like it's a benefit to the veteran. Which, by the way, so I did a calculation on with $22,000 to get this rate of 4.75. There's a break even period of, I think it was 13 years. So he would have to have this lower rate for 13 years in order to break even with the amount of money, right, that he paid. The VA says that's illegal. It's
Hmm.
3 years. The maximum repayment is 3 years. But it doesn't matter because the bar or this mortgage lender has him on the phone and he's collecting his information, and he's going to say something like, "Oh, well, you need to do this and you need to do that and whatever." And the whole trick is get him on the phone, give him false information to steer him down a path that goes nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah. I know when a couple of weeks ago when I got that first call from a client, I said I send him to Peter, have him have this conversation. Then we get another one. So it must be really prevalent right now. I'm not exactly sure why at this moment in time because we work with VA clients every single year, but at this moment in time, and maybe the clients are just better at reaching out to us right now, which I think is awesome. But what we have essentially is you have a company who they're a normal mortgage company. They're claiming to be, partnered with the VA, and then they're lying about what they can do for you to solicit that first phone call. And that's the bait and switch. Once they get you on the phone, then they're going to have to do what is just federally acceptable for them to do, right? They can't do more than what's allowed, right? And so Yeah, it's too bad that this is happening. I'm glad that you took us through the letter here, or the marketing solicitation. Is there anything else that you want to sort of wrap up with here?
Yeah, two things. One is if you're a veteran and watching this video and and I know you get buried with this stuff. Every veteran I talk about or have talked to said, I get this stuff all the time. Take pictures of it and send it to me for the wall of shame. Okay, because I want veterans to know this. Here's the second thing. If you know a veteran who has a mortgage, share this video with them because some of this stuff looks so incredibly real, like it's from the VA, and it's not. And so please share the video with a veteran who's got a mortgage because I would love to talk with them and help dispel the myth that these things create.
Thanks so much, Peter. That makes perfect sense. Let's try to help our veterans. For those watching this video, thank you. If you've got other questions about real estate, whether it's buying, selling, or investing, do me a favor, give me a call, shoot me a text, or hit me up in the comment section. Peter, thanks again. And as always, all my best to you and yours.
Thanks.